Hello everybody and welcome to the lecture on non-monotonic reasoning and default logic. A lecture in the course of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence for Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering students of the 8th semester. Till now we have been working with first order predicate logic. It is a very conventional reasoning system that works with information which is complete, consistent and monotonous. When do you say that the information is monotonous? If a new fact gets added to the already existing information and still the information remains the same, it does not change. Consistency still remains across all the facts and no fact has to be retracted. Then this information is said to be monotonous. I'll explain this to you with the help of a story, which is called the ABC murder story. Let A, B, C be suspects in a murder case. A has an entry in the register of a respectable hotel at Albany, which is an evidence that he was not at the place of the crime when it happened. B's relative has testified that B was visiting him at Brooklyn at that time. C claims to have been watching a ski meet at Catskills. So our belief now is that A did not commit the crime, B did not commit the crime, but A or B or C did commit the crime. Now C shows evidence that he was shown on TV in the sidelines at the ski meet. Now we have a new belief that C did not commit the crime. This means that now there is inconsistency. All four of our beliefs cannot be true. We have to reject one. Either reject the first which says that A did not commit the crime, or reject the second which says that B did not commit the crime, or reject 4 which says that C did not commit the crime, or reject 3 which says that murder has been committed by one of these 3. Rejecting this means maybe there's someone else who committed the crime. Which one should we reject? We should always reject the one with the weakest evidence. 1 and 4 have strong evidences. 2 is weaker because the relative may be lying. 3 is also weak because it is always possible that there may be a 4th person involved. That means we should reject either 2 or 3. Which means we should change our belief, 2 or 3, retract 2 or 3. Which means that either B is the murderer or we have to widen our circle of suspects. The addition of a new fact 4 has made the existing information inconsistent. That is why our information is non-monotonous. Our logic-based reasoning systems are not sufficient to handle non-monotonous information. A non-monotonic logic is required. Default logic is such a non-monotonic logic. Standard logic that we have learned till now can only express something is true or that something is false. But as we saw in the ABC murder story, facts may not be true in all the cases. Let me give you another example. Consider a rule: birds can fly. Birds can fly. In standard logic, we will have to express it as all birds fly. For example, for all X such that bird X implies flies X. But there are facts for which this statement may not be true. For example, penguins do not fly. So that means in standard logic, we will have to specifically write it in the rule. We will have to say that birds can fly except penguin. There may be many such exceptions. But default logic enables us to formalize such rules without explicitly mentioning all the exceptions. A rule like birds can fly, by which we mean to say that there might be exceptions, can be formalized by the following default. D equals bird X flies X by flies X. But we read this default as if X is a bird and if it is consistent to be assumed that it flies, then we can conclude that it flies. Here, bird X is known as precondition. This first flies X is known as justification. And the next flies X is known as the conclusion. We first check if the precondition is satisfied, then check if the justification is consistent with what is known, then determine the conclusion. Consider that this is the knowledge that we have, which is written in the first order logic. W equals bird pigeon, flies pigeon. Bird penguin, not flies penguin, flies bee. Now consider X as pigeon. Pigeon is a bird, so the precondition is satisfied. Pigeon flies, so the justification is consistent with what is known. Therefore, we can conclude that pigeon flies. Now consider X is a penguin. Penguin is a bird, so the precondition is satisfied. But a penguin does not fly, so flies penguin is not consistent with what is known. That is why you cannot conclude that penguin can fly. Now consider that X is a bee. Pause the video for a minute or two and find the conclusion. Remember that default rules allows a delivery from the precondition to the justification and not from the justification to the precondition. So, since for a bee, the precondition is not satisfied, you cannot make the conclusion. Bee is not a bird. I hope the example is clear. A default theory is a pair W, D, where W is the set of logical formulas called the background theory that formalizes the facts that are known for sure. And D is a set of default rules, also called defaults. Each one being of the form prerequisite : first justification, second justification, and so on up till the nth justification by the conclusion. According to this default, we believe that if the prerequisite is true and each of the justifications is consistent with our current beliefs, we are led to believe that conclusion is true. Now coming back to our ABC murder story, we will have to have enough knowledge in B so that we can have a default that looks like this. D equals accused X : innocent X by innocent X, which says that if X is the accused and it is consistent to assume that he is innocent, then we conclude that he is innocent. What we've learned from this video lecture is a new way of formalizing rules called default logic, which can be used when the information is non-monotonic. I hope you have understood the concept of non-monotonic reasoning and default logic. Please contact me in case you have difficulties. Thank you.